We're ready for the 7th exercise in our warm-up routine, and this is another one that is normally done on the floor or on the ground, though can also be done on the wall, and I'll demonstrate each of those variations in a moment. This is called the plank, and this is a rather interesting exercise because it's not actually filled with movement. The goal in this exercise is simply to remain steady or stationary, but in a way that energizes the core of our body, the abdomen muscles and other muscles in this particular part of the body that God has given us. So I'm going to show this from a couple of different angles, but looking at it head on, what we end up doing is we put our weight on our elbows. So it's similar to a push-up position, but we use our weight on our elbows, and then we stretch out, and we try to keep our back straight, and we just hold that pose for some time. In fact, I usually myself try to hold that for about 30 seconds, but that might be a little longer than you're ready for, so you can do it for maybe 10 or 15 or 20 seconds, whatever works for you. Let me show you that exercise from the side. Just keeping our weight on our elbows, we're bracing our abs and holding that pose. Now, like the push-up, we can do similar variations, so that might be a little bit advanced for you, doing it the way that I just demonstrated. So the same as the push-up variation, we can put our knees down and hold our body straight, but with the knees down as well. That will be less strain on our body. We can hold it for a similar amount of time. And then finally, like the push-up, if we're not comfortable getting on the floor, we can do this exercise on the wall. Same situation, we can put our elbows on the wall, our feet back a ways, hold ourselves steady for that particular amount of time, and then we're ready to rest again. So we're trying to keep our torso as straight as we can. For the prayer focus for the plank, I find one rather interesting because we're energizing our core, and so we'll feel some strain in that area. And so I like to use that time to remember our brothers and sisters around the world who are struggling to find enough food to eat, that are feeling hunger pains in one way or another. It's a simple way for me to remember them. And so that is the 7th exercise in our 8 exercise warm-up routine. That's the plank.